Hi, my name is Olivia Conlon. I'm 17 years old, and I represent Homeword. Jillian, I remember your first day of kindergarten better than my own. When your giggle cast a glare so brilliant, we could watch the dust blow out its breath. You were violent orange starbursts. Sometimes it actually hurt to stare at you, like God himself had capped the sun into your tiny body. But they didn't see that. They only heard error in the way you pronounce your own last name. So they stripped the pigments from your smile and gave you dark tones to focus. Tests to diagnose you. And when you didn't fit their classifications, you were deemed a complication. Better for a slower curriculum. Middle school, you've become a burnt sunset, the color of something that's been reheated too many times. They squelched the salvageable parts of you into mindless classes because last year's shining educators found your questions a little too pointed for a higher level. You started growing in reverse, losing trust in your voice, relying on written answers that you memorized beneath the covers by flashlight. The teachers assure us we have her best interests at heart. She just has to try a little bit harder, and most other students are doing just fine. But how much harder do they expect a 13-year-old to push herself before something snaps? Jillian, I watch you, and I know my own report card worms its way into your memory. I worry that you mistake me for my trophies, like I am already something you miss out on. Hear Mom and Dad worry, a locked bedroom door, brown and cold with morning. You stop smelling like childhood, like waffle and syrup explosions. Though mornings I often find you slumped into your oatmeal over whatever your pen had retched up last night. Jillian, stop following my shadow as if I know all the answers. I'm only certain that the path we are buckled into is going to kill us all. And it isn't any easier to be labeled prodigy. The grip of perfection cracked me open like all the sickly orange pill bottles we went through. Expectations slicing through the little red veins of my flawless essays. I wish I could give you my years of knowledge, the real kind that I learned inside psychiatric hospitals, plural. Like how to love your lips and the way they slip over words, 9th grade. And how your hands are constantly grimy and grasping for the unknown, 10th grade. Or how to wake up every damn morning and be grateful that life has already been so sweet, 4 months ago. I understand it's hard to hear all this from the shoes that you have been forced to fill. The ones that still trip upstairs and would rather you didn't see how scuffed they've gotten. I was sentenced with gifted when I turned 2, so the envious don't know that Mom sued the school district last year to afford one capable in rehabilitating my aspirations. They don't know how many times my grade was a decimal point from suicide. But they know an honors college granted me a scholarship that squanders their son's tuition. So I understand the confusion. Jillian, our labels backed us blind into a corner. We were too young for the weight of gifted or troubled, and too young for our educators to see how much more we had to stand for. We just needed more times to meet ourselves. Promise me that you will graduate on your own terms, tear past the others shuffling the slow march. When they call your name, I won't part my lips to scream for you. Someone might mistake it for joy. But I will kiss you and hold you and be a reminder of your undeniable intelligence and how you never needed to be anything more than yourself.